Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
No, let me finish.
Welcome to Let Me Finish, the weekly podcast where we discuss what the hell's going on in pop culture, current events, and everything else in between.
We are your hosts. I'm Janice.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Jillian. Grab a glass of wine and let's get started.
Hey guys, we are back with another episode of Let Me Finish this week. It is episode 40.
Yes.
40, the big 40.
So 10 more and we get to 50.
Yeah, I mean, I think technically the way people say, 40, you're getting old. I'm like, okay, our podcast is getting old, y'all.
I know, because 40
She growing up.
over the hill.
She growing up. So anyway, this week, we're going to jump right into it. So we'll just talk about our weeks. But, actually, sorry, I forgot to introduce us. So I'm your host. I'm Janice.
I'm Stacy.
I'm Jillian.
Okay, so how was y'all's week this week?
My week was okay. It was good. I don't know if I told y'all, but I don't think I told the podcast that I had interviewed for this job and I was a little bit excited about it. The recruiter had reached out to me, interviewed with them, and then I interviewed with the manager over the department and that went well. And then he was like, okay, well, you should be hearing from me soon. And it's been like almost 2 weeks and they completely ghosted me. So now I'm like all in my feelings about it. So that kind of pissed me off. And then I reached out again.
I was trying to tell her, I was like, I don't think it was anything unusual.
Well, for me, if you went a different direction, just say that. Like, hello, I'm like messaging you and stuff. Because I can see you view my profile like on LinkedIn because I have LinkedIn Premium. But anyway, so I reached out again this week like, hey, is the position still available? Did y'all go a different direction?
Girl, you stalking them.
What is the problem?
Hard to get.
And so that really pissed me off. But also,
you didn't have to deal with ghosting in your dating time, so now you have to deal with ghosting with jobs.
I'm like, this is what's going on right now. Yeah. Whatever. And then what else? I went. So I think I told y'all like a really good friend of mine had passed away from cancer. So we finally had her celebration of life ceremony. It was
that's nice.
Friday.
Celebration of life.
Yeah, it was Friday, and she actually passed. I guess October 18th was when she passed, and I was kind of wondering like why they were waiting so long to have the funeral, because usually you have the funeral, especially if they already knew she was in hospice, so they kind of were already prepared. But yeah, so we went to her celebration of life on Friday, and then they said that actually they donated her body to science, which explains research. Why. And I thought that was like, wow, that was such a selfless person, even in her passing, because she had a rare form of breast cancer. It was triple negative. I forgot what, but it's like one of the rarer forms.
Okay.
It's like one of the worst ones to get also. So yeah, that was kind of sad. But that was pretty much it. And then we went out last night.
I was going to say, we were talking about that was our birthday celebration.
Yeah, that was my second birthday celebration. Was last night, which was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about that. I think we had a good time. Yeah.
So we almost made it to the Cigar Lounge International, but I guess when we got up there, everybody was like, "No, there's nothing there. Let's go home." I'm like, okay, and I was tired, so it was hitting up on 1:00 in the morning. I was ready to go home.
I really didn't. I was looking. I was like, not the vibes.
Yeah.
I want to go and there's vibes and there's attractive men. Even though as soon as we walked out the car. Some men were like, I was about to leave, but I don't know if we should. Look at all y'all. I was like, okay. So this I was going to be here.
But they left.
Yeah, they
did. Did they? Because when we were leaving,
they were in the parking lot.
They were still in the parking lot. I was like.
No, they were driving out in the car. They had a little convertible BMW. It had been a minute. They were actually pulling out.
I think they were talking to one of our friends, but anyways.
Yeah, so we had a great time.
We did.
Our mom, me and Janice's mom, came back from Jamaica on Monday. So I got a lot of great goodies. Girl, if you don't hurry up, then beef patties gonna be gone.
I was just thinking that, because I tell you, Mom said she got a dozen for each of us. I was like,
no, 1 dozen, so we split it in half, 6 and 6.
And I was like, Jillian's still eating them all.
Well,
if I don't get to them quick enough.
I was lucky to get a dozen for myself because my sister had dropped some stuff off over there.
Girl.
But they go through that real fast.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not probably obsessed with patties as much as y'all. So I mean, I'm not like beating down the door to get them, but I do want to eat 1 or 2 or 3.
Well, I mean, last time the whole time You just never came and got them. I'm like, well,
So
shit.
Jillian just ate them.
I just ate them.
You're not missing out on anything.
I'll be at your house next
I really
week
don't
for
need
sure.
to be eating them either.
I can't wait because I'm just like, ooh, she brought some Bammies, so I'm just like, hurry up and make those real quick.
Yeah. So I need to actually.
Yeah, so she had great and has,
Pick
you
her
know, some great stuff that she brought. Work was real chill, and did you say where we went? We went to Komodo.
Oh,
yesterday.
Yes, and
Komodo's good.
Y'all, the food was delish.
The vibe is nice, ambiance, all that.
I think the
Good.
that Korean fried chicken.
Oh, baby, I can taste it.
I got to taste some of that.
It
so
was
that was
good.
really good.
I was like, listen,
Even the sea
don't
bass,
eat my leftovers.
The sea bass that Tammy got was delicious.
I didn't
Yeah.
taste that because
It was really good.
Well, I will tell y'all this.
I
Okay,
did love my dumplings.
the food is tiny. It's very small
The share
portions.
plates are gonna be tiny. I mean, I guess the chicken ribs. There's only like 4 chicken. It was
That was an entree though.
Chinese barbecue pork ribs is what I got, and it was like 4 of them. I mean,
That was an entree though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the appetizers,
The appetizers were literally like bite size, like fun size, like for miniature people.
like the little miniature,
my little tacos, but they were good.
Like, let's
They
just
were
say the
very
tacos
good.
were like almost the size of like an AirPod case.
it was because when she measured it,
It was literally barely
It's
bigger.
almost like but they were so good.
they're gonna
though.
make sure you order a damn meal. Like this is an appetizer.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to order a meal.
Yeah, but they were really good.
Yeah, because
though.
Jillian went to order, like, she wasn't seeing a lot of stuff she liked because it's like sushi, infusion, Asian food. So Jillian was like ordering off the small plates, and I'll just okay, cool, I'll just order
There's
this.
a bunch of
and
appetizers.
it'll be fine.
No, babe.
And then, girl, she got her food. I said, oh, Jillian, you finna order something else?
I'm like, I guess I have to.
And then I was gonna get those salmon tacos, but they said the salmon was raw, so I was like, no.
I'm not eating that. But I don't know. The Korean fried chicken, oh, so good.
Yeah, the pork ribs were really good too, and
Yeah.
their fried rice was delicious.
The
as
fried
well.
rice was good.
and the dessert was delicious. I loved
It was
the little-
interesting.
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't bad.
It's like perfect for me because I don't like super sweet stuff.
It was
so it's
good.
like a cheesecake banana one.
Yeah.
So it was like almost like naturally sweet.
Yeah,
okay.
So I like that part.
it was good. I'm definitely going back though.
I know I'm like drooling a little bit. Sorry, y'all. But my week, nothing crazy, nothing special. Literally dinner. Got my nails done. Tried to do a little R&R. I wasn't feeling very. Well, I'm never feeling good. I swear. But I had a reason to not feel good this week, so it was a long week. But I'm feeling better now.
Good.
Yay. But yeah, so let's just get right into those chokeholds then. Because I think I'm the only one that has chokeholds this week. So, and my chokehold they kind of couple in. So my 2 little chokeholds, okay, because this week we found out that Common and Jennifer Hudson have been dating. So I'm like, what's up with him? Like,
I know.
I was just like, I don't know what it was this particular time because Jennifer looked so happy or something. I don't know. But I was just like, why? When is Common gonna settle down?
That's the thing.
When is he gonna like even go past the stage of like, this is my girlfriend?
He's been with so many
you've never even
prominent
proposed to
black
these
women, like beautiful. He's been with so many beautiful
Erica Badu,
black women.
What's the girl from CNN?
The CNN correspondent,
Angela
Ray,
Ray. Rye.
Tiffany Haddish,
Yes.
Haddish,
Serena Williams.
Like, you've been with some really
amazing women.
black women. And I'm like, clearly he likes black women.
And I'm sure there's more that we're just probably not thinking about of them right now.
And I know there are more.
Yeah,
and like Common is like one of those guys like people have spoken in the past, especially like late back in the day more so. Like Common is like the ultimate man. Like, oh my God, if I could get Common, damn, like duh. But I'm like, what is up with him? I don't know why I'm looking at it like side eye.
And
like,
I mean,
I
what's
look at it
going
side eye
on?
too. Like, what's going on?
Do you really think he's dated a lot, or just that he's dated a lot of celebrities?
I feel like the women that he's dated are also different. Like, you don't any of them that you don't want to. You don't want to go further
So
with.
it's to me, it's like none of them. He's really taking it to the next level. So I'm like,
Maybe he just hasn't found the
and
person.
he's clearly a monogamous person. So I'm like,
Maybe he just hasn't found the person.
and it's to me. So I feel like at this point, Tiffany said he has to do some work on himself. He probably does.
I could see that.
Because you want a relationship. You clearly want this. You want like a partnership, but for whatever reason, you cannot get to that next level in the partnership.
Oh, he did it to Taraji P. Henson.
There you go. That's another one. Like,
And all the women are so different. So out of all these women, none of them was what you were looking like. What are you looking
I don't
for?
know. Maybe he doesn't know what he's looking for yet.
I think
maybe
the
that's
issue
part of
could
the
be with
issue
him.
of finding out what's going on with you. Like,
so quit hurting like some of these women are really in love with him, and
that's the thing. All of his exes have great things to say about him, so I think that's a good thing. But I think they all realize like, and then he breaks up with them. So I think it's like, what happened? I wonder if it's like a what happened thing.
Well, Tiffany's saying the breakup with Common was not mutual, and she said it was like one of the healthiest and funnest relationships she's been in.
Maybe it's something where he's finally about like, it's like at that shit or get out the pot point. He's like, let me get out the pot. Let me go and get out the pot. So and then another one is, well, Lori Harvey broke up with her, and Danson broke up. Hello? Is anybody listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yes.
I mean, both of these people, neither one make eye contact. They doing their own thing,
I'm
honey.
still stuck on this Common thing.
I'm reading.
Because I was reading an article about how they broke up. So go ahead.
Lori Harvey broke up with Denson, or they broke up, and I'm just like, but for me, I'm like, I'm for it. Like, I'm like, let her live her life. Let the woman be the one serial dating. Let her do her thing. But at the same time, like, I've also had friends in the past who were just like boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend after boyfriend. I'm like, are you ever going to take a little time for yourself to figure out what you actually want?
So check this out. So I was reading this article that's why I had my head down, because I was still looking at stuff about Tiffany Haddish, because she was like one of the last high profile ones he was with. She said it was not mutual. He broke up with her over the phone. And it was one of the safest relationships she's ever been in, healthiest and funniest.
And didn't he break up with Serena too?
I assume, but I don't know. I assume, but she said that he broke up. It was not mutual. He broke up with her over the phone. Yeah.
I mean, he dated Angela.
I wonder if it was because he started liking Jennifer.
I don't think so, because this was.
Maybe
they broke up a while ago.
Maybe they're just finally making it public.
Usually like a year or 2 year relationships.
He broke up with Tiffany a while ago.
That's what I'm saying. He'll fully commit, and it's like at that point where it's like everything's going well, everything's peachy keen jelly bean. He's like, never mind, I gotta go.
The way he broke up with her,
I didn't know this, but he was with Serena from 2007 to 2010.
3 years.
But the way he broke up with Tiffany was so cold. She said that basically he didn't invite her to his birthday party or another party that he was going to, where the president was going to be there or something. And basically he just called her and said, it's over. That's crazy.
Damn harsh.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just like, between like Lori, between him, I'm like,
but Lori's also 25, 26.
Yes.
Common's over 40 years old. There's like
Common's over 50 years old.
Oh, he's over 50. He looks good then.
Common's older.
Okay, so he needs to, like, what are you waiting on? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
It's not even a thing of what you're waiting on. For me, it's like, are you sure you know what you want before you're going into these relationships?
He doesn't. And then I think he gets bored.
Well, don't take somebody on that. I mean, then I don't know if that's fair to take people on rides over and over and over again.
He could get bored easily.
Like,
honestly, we're just speculating.
Yeah, we don't know.
Like, we have all
no
this
idea.
And I think honestly,
all of it's speculation.
It's all speculation, but I think we wouldn't care as much if he didn't date other celebrities. I don't think we would care as much. Honestly,
I wouldn't know as much. I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. I don't think it would matter. He's like, oh my God, he's dating all these celebrities. Why hasn't he found one? It just.
But that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't work.
I'm giving examples of even people I know in my personal life, like, because it's not even just a celebrity thing. It's just like when I see people just continuously serial date, but they never do any real work on themselves. I'm like, you're just taking people on ride after ride after ride when it's always the same issue and it's always the same core issue with you.
Okay, yeah. And I think also another thing too with Common dating so many high profile people, I think when they're too high profile people, I think sometimes the work gets in the way a little bit more than with quote unquote regular couples. Because a lot of times I think when you have two highly successful people, they're very much focused on their career and maybe don't nurture the relationship as much as they should to be able to maintain it. That. And then I think that was another thing that was one of Tiffany's issues. It was just like, we're just in two different places.
In the beginning of the relationship, I remember her saying that. But that would be one thing if, you know, they were breaking up with him and saying he doesn't give me enough time. Everybody's like, it was a beautiful relationship. It was wonderful. Like, it was like everything is good until you're just like,
I think the issue. I think the issue.
to that next level.
I think the issue is him. Clearly, he might have some commitment issues or something there. I don't know. He just
might.
can't. He might have commitment issues, and when things get too serious or too much for him, he pulls back and he leaves.
But then he's also like this monogamous man. Like, you clearly like relationships.
Yeah, he likes. But then maybe he just does not.
Yeah, it's weird.
Want it getting.
It's definitely weird to me.
We don't know. I don't know what his childhood was. I don't know. Maybe he has some issues there. Like, it just seems like he can't pull the trigger.
This particular next relationship is just making me go even more, like, it's finally making me be like, what's going on?
Jennifer Hudson, though, she should be on, like, her eyes wide open, because, baby, his track record, you got him for a good year and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know what makes her think she's so different, but hey, you never know.
I think everybody will go into a relationship thinking they're going to be the different one. That's usually what happens, you know? So, and then my last little celebrity couple, because I'm like, that was my 2. My next celebrity couple is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. They're so high profile. So here's my thing, why I'm like unsure if I even believe in this relationship's real.
I think it's a peer relationship.
The reason why, not because I don't think I can see them together. I mean, they're cute together enough, but not really. I mean, they seem like they have very different types from what they've dated in the past, and now they're dating each other, which could be a good thing.
Well, Taylor has no type.
My thing is, both of them historically have been extremely private about their relationship.
Facts.
Both of them.
She has more so than, yeah.
But really, he does too. He does it. But it's like everywhere. It's like everything either one of them are doing.
Dating show. What are you talking? Like, extremely private. Travis Kelce had a dating show.
Yeah, but then.
And then he picked that girl
before the dating show and after the dating show. Did you hear a lot about his relationships?
He was with that girl.
I didn't really.
He was with the girl that he met on the show,
and then he left her and got with Kayla, the other girl.
They were together on and off.
He was with Kayla for the longest.
They did not talk about their relationship.
But they didn't talk about their relationship like that. He talked about the one that he got on the show because I mean I guess he got on the show. So
he was with. I knew he was with Kayla for the. I thought they were so cute for the longest.
I know who they're with.
But they just don't know their relationship.
They're talking about their relationship. They're posting about their relationship, and they usually don't do that.
Well, he did post when he was with Caleb, but let's face it, he wasn't as important to us until he got with Taylor Swift. So the only person who's going out of character here is Taylor Swift.
It's
not
very
so
out of
much
character.
Travis is out of character.
It's mostly her.
It's mostly
her.
Nobody cared about Travis when he was dating
even
Kayla
before. I don't
because
feel like,
he's not that big of a celebrity.
Even when she's dated other celebrities, it's never been like this.
And then she's like gushing over him, and I'm like,
and the corny ass way that he tried to give him
she
the
used
number.
To gush again. She used to gush about all her exes, but like privately, like even her documentary, like you would see how in love she was with
the
them.
last person she was with for a very long time. They were very, very private.
Very private.
I can't think of his name.
And like Sulin or Joseph, I don't remember
whatever his name is.
But yeah, so I remember watching her documentary, and you could tell she was very smitten with him.
Why does she need PR? She's one of the biggest celebrities.
I think
who knows? I mean, there's always marketing, no matter how big you are.
Her because her previous relationship, people were accusing him of being a racist.
Oh, that was the one that she dated after her long-term relationship.
Yeah.
She did date this guy briefly, some little singer,
and, so
and he made racial comments.
Like, wait a minute.
You date a man that historically has dated black women now.
Well, that's as black as she can go, probably, because he got a little swag, you know.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, and I think that was a part. That's what she's getting out of it.
You're right, because right after that incident happened with that dude that she was messing with that made the racist comments, all of a sudden she jumped on a track. She had Ice Spice jump on a track with her. Yes. That's
and
right.
I think that's what it is. He goes,
seems very
calculated. I can't date a black man, but he close enough.
But he close enough because he dates black women.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like to me it's just giving like we have an agenda.
I don't know, but for
it's
me,
just too in my face. Travis, especially for something I'm not even looking for.
Travis, how do you
I usually look for gossip, but
Travis,
not
how do you go from Kayla to Taylor Swift?
It don't make sense. Even the girl before that he found in Catching Kelsey, I was
he has a type. Like,
he's
okay.
like,
and it's not Taylor.
Beautiful black women.
Exactly.
And then you go to Taylor, who can barely date.
Yeah. Nobody.
This is the same nobody. This is the same man who I guess he had a podcast with his brother, and his brother talking about. He's like, "Do you not take a shower every day?" And the brother's like, "No," and he's like, "Excuse me." To getting with a girl who admitted that she don't wash her legs. No, get off. Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems
something not registering,
but it does seem like they're benefiting each other. So I'm like,
quite
okay,
possibly, yes.
So anyway, but that was my chokehold. That's this weird celebrity relationships, and which is what we talked about in the past. Was like, don't always believe everything you see. Everything they show you is not always to be believed. But we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna jump right into our main topic. Okay, we're back, and we're gonna jump right into this week's topic. It's gonna be a revisit, a continuation of the saga type thing. So this week, it came out that Keke Palmer has been getting her tail whooped by Darius Jackson.
Crazy.
What the hell?
I know.
I mean, I say what the hell, but I wasn't surprised.
No, I don't
Only because of the things that we were talking about a couple weeks before when we were talking about the whole outfit and him making the comment. I'm like, if you're that comfortable,
honestly,
I can see
y'all are not surprised. I was a little bit surprised,
I,
only because for me, Keke just comes across so
as like a strong,
almost like dominant or whatever, and I love her. So I was a little I would think there might be some like verbal abuse or maybe something like that, but I would have.
You think she's the type that she would, as soon as she got that first lick, she would be like, absolutely not, I'm gone.
I don't, the way I view her, I don't even think she would let somebody talk to her crazy. I've always viewed her in the sense where she wouldn't let a dude talk to her crazy. Like,
I think, and
you know what I mean?
I think that is the normal.
It kind of threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie.
It is her normal fallback. Like, I think it's her normal default.
And that might be
I don't
why
think she typically does that
way, is because she was dealing. Y'all weren't surprised. I was taken aback. I was like, what?
I mean, no. I wasn't surprised in the fact that all of that just happened a couple months ago, and now it's coming out that it was worse than we thought. Because I'm like, I just feel like, how are you that comfortable to tell me what I can and cannot wear unless you've been mentally trying to get to me before that? Probably physically too, but I'm just saying you had to have been mentally trying to get at me or verbally for you to feel that comfortable to go make a comment on a public platform, basically telling me I can't wear that.
Well, and this is all allegedly anyway, but yeah, she said he had been physically abusing her since 2022.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think when it comes to like abuse and things like that, it's just one of those things. You never know. As strong as somebody can come look on the outside, you don't know what they're dealing with at the house.
What's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And sometimes when people act too strong, they're usually the weakest. And that's
sad.
Because, a lot of times when people, commit suicide or whatever, people were like...
It's people that you think that are...
like so happy, or they were...
You would have never thought.
Like, who was that? Twitch. Remember the...
So they said about Robin Williams, but they ended up coming up and saying it was something he was taking... It was... There was reasons. It wasn't
okay.
It was something he had started taking, and they were saying some of the side effects were suicidal thoughts, and then they were like, damn...
It was like the other one. He was the dancer for Ellen too. Twitch. He was another one. And like right before the day or two before, he was on there dancing and everything. And so sometimes I guess the strongest people that you see could be overcompensating.
A lot of times with strong people, they don't like to ask for help.
Right. And you don't know what's that too. So
I know one of my biggest things is I don't like to look like I'm like, even if I'm struggling, I don't like that to be the outer appearance.
Yeah. But also with depression, there's many different faces to depression. True. It's not always the crawl up in bed and can't move. And I've suffered from this where you are high function in depression, where you do what you need to do to, get through life. But as soon as you're alone, it's sad.
It's crushing.
And it takes everything in you, because when you're in public, you put on the face, you make sure you get through the day, but then once you close the door and you're by yourself, that's when it really hits you.
I think for me, because I'm like that type of personality where I'm always pretty like the loud one in the room, or the one having fun, or the one pushing the fun, or getting everybody hyped up. Like, I've always been that kind of person. So even when I'm having those times where I just can't or don't want to, it's like, I feel like I still have to. I don't feel like I'm allowed to be depressed.
Or have an off day, or just be down.
Yeah, or be sad.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't have that option, because if I am, every person's, what's wrong? Why are you so quiet? I'm like,
I don't know. I was just a little taken aback, caught off guard by the whole situation, but I was like, wow. And then when I started like reading, and then I heard the video that the mom put out a video, which I had never seen Kiki's mom before, ever. And she was livid, because after the news broke about the abuse and stuff, his brother, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Saronis, the brother, comes out and says, essentially, that Keke is the most vile and abusive and manipulative person. And I'm like, wait,
Did he
what?
use the word vile?
Yes.
He did.
Only because I only say that because they use that word for Ted Bundy on
he said
the
vile.
name of the
I know
Netflix.
I tend to over exaggerate.
No,
he
he really
actually
did.
said vile, and that's what pissed the mom off. And she was like, "I don't ever speak," and she said, "But hell no." Girl, she came on camera, crooked wig and all, just spitting. She was mad.
Yeah, but once the court documents came out and they saw the screenshots from the security footage, he immediately deleted it.
He did,
because it's in black and white that your brother put hands on her.
But you know what's crazy? Before the still shots came out of the footage, people I always read. I'm a comment reader, and people in the comments were like, "Oh, she lying? Why she just like?"
Like clockwork.
And then why?
Same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. That same thing happened with Megan Thee Stallion.
Why do we automatically
and
just jump?
And he was guilty as fuck.
To just say she was lying. Why? Why now?
Why do you think this man could never have put her?
You had a baby with him. If he was abusive to you, y'all were just on some podcast kikiing with the mom.
Yeah,
this is a lie.
There's just no way.
Then all of a sudden the footage comes out, and they're like, "Well, you still had a baby." Like, when do you ever give people grace?
It's her fault. It's never his fault, even when he's the one doing the bad thing. So yeah, that's the only thing, is that it's weird. But I'm just like, even with the footage, or like, they're gonna find a way.
Yeah,
they're
like,
not
well,
his
she
fault.
still had a baby with him. Why would she do that?
Or why did she stay? If she was really being abused, why'd she stay? There's many different reasons why people stay. Some people are scared.
I just don't know why they do
it's a
that
safety issue to the point where it's to the point where they're like, she's so afraid. Like, yeah, so can you take his gun? They had to take his guns away. She requested that his guns had to be surrendered.
I think he threatened to kill himself, she said, or something, if he was to leave her. I was trying to read everything.
So how does it make so somebody who doesn't leave, how does that make them any less of a victim, or the person not as any less guilty of doing what they did?
It doesn't.
So I'm like, why are we even bringing that up?
Sometimes when you stay as for safety reasons, because sometimes people have always said that the most dangerous time is when the abuse victim first leaves. How many times have you heard somebody said they got away only to turn around and be shot and killed by their abuser as soon as they got away?
Even have restraining orders and still get shot and killed. So I mean, and I think for me too, which y'all gonna get on to me because y'all say I said it wrong, but when I was reading the stuff, there was an incident, and I think she was changing the baby's diaper, or he was trying to change the baby's diaper, and he was frustrated with the baby and angry, and he made the comment that he understands how animals can eat their children in the wild. So I took it like, you want to eat? So what? You want to eat your child now too?
Let's be clear. Stacey said earlier, she's like, and that weird shit about him wanting to eat his kids. I said,
that's not what the man said.
He said he understands that how animals eat their children in the wild. So
I don't think he was literally
making
I think he was
comparison, it's like a metaphor.
Listen, so you can see how they would kill their kids. So in my mind, I'm like, you crazy.
Metaphor.
You're crazy.
But Stacey, you were saying that I can't believe he said he wanted to eat his child.
It's like, whoa. It's a metaphor. How animals react and how humans react.
I was being a little bit dramatic, but in my opinion,
she was being too literal.
The fact that you understand,
that weird shit, we want to eat his kids.
The fact that you can understand how they would how animals, eat their kids in the wild. Like, you understand that? That tells me I would not leave my child with you.
It's too extreme. He could have just said, I could understand how parents go crazy. Like, just leave it at that.
What do you mean, kill your kids? Like, I'm not leaving my child with you. Like,
that's probably why she got
that.
It's done and over with now. Like, you can abuse me, but you're not going to abuse my child. Like, it's different. No,
I
baby,
think that's probably what caused her to pull the trigger to finally leave. Because
what do you mean? You understand how
it's another innocent life.
Yeah, like, no.
It's not just your decisions.
I think the most shocking part is when she posted the images when she was on the stairs and he supposedly put her in a chokehold and slammed her down against the stairs. I said, ooh.
I mean,
that's a one. I can't take no licks, man.
He could have killed her.
Like, one lick, I'm gonna be shot. No, I can't take no licks, bro. Hold my neck and slam my head against what?
Baby, we going out. I'm going out fighting. It's either me or you, baby.
Yeah, I think I would just black out.
It's either me
black
or
out
you.
in rage and just like. Go for it.
Listen, we're gonna be fighting. I'm sorry.
It's like fight or flight.
It's fight or flight. Exactly.
Either I gotta run away, I gotta try and get away, or I need to beat the shit out of you as much as I can.
It's me or you, and I'm chopping your hands off.
Some of your shit gonna be fucked up. You gonna be looking like Ike coming
Thank you.
to that hotel, honey.
I
might be looking crazy with you, but you gonna get some scratches up on
We
me.
all remember that Ike and
Baby,
Tina limo
yeah.
scene. We all love that scene.
That's me.
Remember that cut on his neck
That's
and
fight
shit?
or flight.
That would be you.
I'm not saying you can't put your hands on me, but you better best be prepared because I'm swinging back, baby.
Like
no.
we're gonna be
We gonna be
brawling.
fighting.
Unless you really try, like you're gonna have to do some
baby,
damage.
and I fight dirty. So it's either me or you. And it ain't going.
Yeah, and when I come to, I'm leaving. I'm leaving because I said come to because I'm probably sure you probably will get me, but I'm leaving after that.
Yeah,
But you gonna have some battle wounds.
Yeah. Whenever the news came up, I'm just like, I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised at all.
It wasn't shocking. Like I'm saying, I saw that they were breaking up, and I was like, oh, they're finally breaking up, or she's finally leaving him. And then I started seeing the stuff about his abuse. That's how much I didn't almost pay attention to it because you almost had to be like, yeah, that he's abusing her. I was like, I kind of saw something like that. Oh, yeah.
And I think the last time he abused her was November 5th, right? And he was supposed to be already out the house. Like he just came up in there.
Part of the reason why he's even more reason, like abuse you while you're on your way out. Like, you should be trying to be on your best behavior at this point.
Yeah, supposedly based on, I guess she wants him to go through like a domestic violence class or whatever.
I don't care what you
Probably wants to save her family.
I
don't judge her for that.
I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't judge her for that. And I think people will judge her for that. But I think she wants to save her family. She wants to and I think when it comes to abusive relationship, it's not like people start off abusive, right? So you're always trying to find that person that you met in the beginning.
I'm sorry. If somebody literally looks at me and tells me they can understand how animals can kill their children in the wild, I want you to know. I'm sorry. As a mother, I don't care how much classes you go to for abuse. Like the fact that you think that, like, nah, baby, you can't be around. No, I can't. That's too much for me.
I don't think I could ever come back from it because
I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving my child.
I wouldn't for somebody who looked at me and wanted to hit me that hard or hurt me that badly.
You could have killed me.
It makes me feel like you don't like. I could not see you loving me to hit me in just anger. Like, damn, how much do you like? I feel like that's almost hate at that point. Mm-hmm. There is a thin line between love and hate, but you're teetering on hating me. Yeah. At this point, then you want to hurt me. You're looking at me and you want to hurt me.
Yeah.
I wonder if he because they have not been together that long. And a lot of times when it comes to, and I know I sound harsh when I say, oh, like I'm gonna go out fighting. It couldn't be me. Listen, it can happen to any woman. I don't care how strong you are, because typically, like you said earlier, it starts with the emotional and the mental abuse first. So by the time they actually
and then
hit
they
you,
go verbal.
You don't even know what the fuck just happened. Yeah. By the time the hit comes, you've already been so abused and don't know it, right? Mm-hmm. So I can't say that. So when I say that, listen. I
think the stories I hear, the first time women are hit, they're shocked. It's a shocking experience for them.
But the abuse has started way before that, to where they're almost
it's shocking, but at the same time, it's not like so off-putting to where you're like, I can't believe you. It's just like
because they've already abused you mentally.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Anyone has ever seen the movie with Jennifer Lopez, Enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
That shows you perfectly.
She was shocked.
She was shocked the first time he hit, but she hadn't realized he'd been slowly
abusing you, like setting you up, building you up, and then slowly taking
so
little by little away from you.
If he just completely because prior to this relationship, had she been in it? Because I really don't know.
She doesn't really talk
about it.
Okay, so
and honestly, she didn't really talk about him until she got pregnant.
So I wonder if it was like a love. Did he love bomb her type thing?
Probably.
Really come on strong love bomb.
And I think she did mention
she got pregnant early on in the relationship.
She did mention that he would be nice for a short period of time and be very loving and attentive and all that stuff.
Love bombing her.
And then he would slip. But also somebody brought up a really good point that they think maybe the reason why they have this dynamic is because he resents her.
I could see that.
Because she earns more money. And I think for him, because she earns more money, that maybe in his mind...
She's a bigger star.
No. Bigger star, not. I think it's just really due to money. And I think for him, because with her being the breadwinner...
No, I don't think that's the reason he's abusing her.
No.
He's just an abusive man.
He could be that, but also I think
he could resent
another
her too.
layer of that.
He could probably resent her, but I don't. Do you think this is his first woman he's abused?
What I'm saying is that I think that's a part of why he's doing what he's doing. Not saying it's justified or it's right or this is why, but what I'm saying, it could be
A part of
layer.
It could be a
layer
factor
of it. What I'm saying is that when it comes to him, it may be a factor where he resents her because she is the breadwinner, and it feels like because she's the breadwinner, that somehow affects his manhood, and that's why he takes it out on her.
Are you saying that because as an outsider looking in, we would think that a man would be insecure about that?
I think a man like him would be, yes.
She was
and I think, and it's because he feels emasculated to reassert his power. He does it through trying to control her clothes, who she's with, who she talks to.
So, do you not think that when he was the breadwinner in his previous relationship, he probably didn't tell them what to wear too?
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what she's
I'm not saying. I say it could be another factor,
another layer of it.
another layer of it.
Like he might resent her, or
it's a layer because it's something she has. She's clearly the breadwinner in the relationship, but I feel like if that's in you, that's in you, that's in you. Like I feel like this is probably not his first relationship where he's abused women, told them what to wear, talked down to them. That's just probably his default. That's him as a person. And I think, yes, Keke Palmer is rich. And of course she's the breadwinner and it could make him more mad. But I think I feel like he would be doing it to her regardless of her status.
Yeah, but I can understand what Julian is saying when she says there's almost this other layer of where he actually resents her. He might actually actually not even like her. Mm-hmm. It's like a weird fucked up shit. Yeah. Like he's in this relationship, but like the bigger she rises, almost like the more he hates her. Now she has this baby. Now it's almost like he don't want the baby either.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't know what part am I of it, like.
And isn't because I find it funny because also it, like I said, it could be a family dynamic because his older brother has been also being accused of the same thing, so it could be maybe a part of his family dynamic as well, if there's like a history of that, because a lot of times when the abuse becomes the abuser, so it could be something within his family, how he grew up.
Maybe he grew up seeing abuse,
and for him and the brother to also be, which
do they have their mom in their life?
No, I don't know anything about these people.
I didn't research, but like I said, I think we mentioned this before in a previous podcast where his older brother, of course, was an actor on Insecure, which, I love that show. And another actress on that show, Amanda Seales, pretty much called him out and told him he ain't shit.
Was that the brother that we were just talking about earlier? Was that the one talking about Keke was vile?
Yes.
The
older brother.
You're horrible.
He's horrible. He abuses
I don't like you.
He abuses baby mama.
Amanda Seales clocked him and pretty much called him out on his bullshit. And people came for her and turns out she was right. 100% right. People are like, oh my God, trying to take down a black man. She goes, this is my experiences. I'm not lying about what I'm talking about. And turns out she was 100% right.
Yeah.
Surprise,
just
surprise.
like to me, the Jonathan Majors, everybody's like, oh, trying to take down black. I'm like, or he did it.
Yeah.
Or he did it.
Turns out he didn't, but because they ended up arresting her once they actually finished.
They found out he didn't do it.
That's
I don't know if they're still pursuing charges, but
I thought they dropped the charges.
They're pressing charges against her.
Yeah, they dropped his charges. He's all good now.
Oh, good. Well, okay. So, but yeah, I think this was a pretty good topic overall as far as just kind of, again, touching base. Obviously we talked about their relationship being problematic and what we would see, are they going to rehab the relationship? Is it going to work out? Are you going to be able to move past this kind of bullshit behavior?
I'm definitely going to follow this one and see what
Keke,
they do.
If anyone can get past it, I'm rooting for her. I think she has the strength, and luckily I think she has a strong support system, especially with her mom, who clearly went and stood up for her. So I'm happy, and also I
think she's a pretty
when it comes to abuse. I remember Ashanti was on Red Table Talk talking about what happened when her sister's abusive relationship.
Yes.
It's a lot harder when you have a child involved to be able to break away from that situation. But if anyone, like I said, I think she can make it through, especially since she does. Seems like she has at least one person that can help her through the struggle.
I agree.
So, and then just so y'all, so their mom is in their life, their family is in their life. But I'm like, okay, so obviously you're not saying anything because you raised those boys. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think for me personally, I'm like, Keke, get out.
Don't look back.
Man, and when it comes to visitation with your child, protect your child.
Because that man wants to eat.
He wants to eat your children. Okay, and so you can get what is it where they monitor the visits and stuff?
Yeah.
No, do
supervised
full
visits.
extent of that law to protect you and yourself and that child.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I have to say.
Yeah, she
Stacey,
just
do you
needs
have
to
any
look out
closing
for her
thoughts?
safety.
No,
and
so
child
I know
safety.
she got the restraining order and then she has full custody right now. It's all temporary, but so for now,
The restraining order is temporary. I think
Yes.
the full custody is,
and she has
if
full
you probably
custody
battle it
right
but, yeah.
right now. So that's good. That's
Okay.
all I have. The man wants to eat your children, child.
Run, honey. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, get to our Sundays. Thank you guys for joining us. Sorry if there was any technical difficulties last week with our upload, but I think we're all good to go now. So you guys have plenty of content to go catch up on. Go catch up. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the platform you're listening on, and leave us a review.
We want to support local businesses, so if you'd like us to shout out your business, or if you have a topic suggestion, or even questions for our QA section, we want to hear from you. So reach out to us at letmefinish@gmail.com.
You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Let Me Finish. Don't forget that the E in me is the number 3. You can find me at New Jillian Who Dis on Instagram. Stacey, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Mrs. Cams01. I'm also on TikTok, Mrs. Cams01, MRSKAMS01.
And Janice, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Uniquely Janice, and Facebook and TikTok, I'm just Janice Housen.
Okay. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you guys then.